and gentlemen, my name is Michael DeSimone, and I am the Athletic Director here at the Charter School of Educational Excellence. This is my 13th year here at the Charter School, and I could not be more happier to be a part of this amazing educational environment and community in general. Welcome to the Foundation in Support of Educational Excellence's 2024 GALA Cocktail Reception. Tonight we are raising funds to benefit the Charter School of Educational Excellence, a kindergarten through 12th grade school that develops students who are critical thinkers, motivated leaders, and lifelong learners. Tonight we celebrate an extraordinary year of accomplishments. We just opened up our brand new wellness center that I hope everybody can see as soon as possible. It is truly remarkable. We staged our first high school musical earlier this month of Godspell. And our new Auto Lab announced an exciting partnership with Ford's Automotive Career Exploration Program. These successes this evening are only possible because of the support of everybody in this room. So thank you so much. While you were walking in this evening, you may have noticed the items in our silent auction. If you haven't made a bid, please stop by the auction tables. Later in the program, we will have a very exciting live auction. At this time, I would like to welcome our first speaker of the evening. She's the co-founder of the Charter School of Educational Excellence and a great friend. Please help me in welcoming Miss Sobeida Cruz.
What a pleasure it is to see you all here supporting our students, supporting our school. It brings me great joy to have you all here, and especially to honor some of our great honorees that we've chosen for this year. So tonight I would like to acknowledge, first of all, some of the board members of the Charter School of Educational Excellence. If you can please stand or raise your hands. I know we have a few. This event would not have been possible without the tremendous effort of the board of the Foundation in Support of Educational Excellence, which was just founded 3 years ago. And we've raised lots of money. We're doing a lot of great things at the school. So if the board members of the foundation, if you could please stand and raise your hands, we'd like to acknowledge you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So that's our fundraising arm. Before it used to be Sobeida Cruz solo. Because I used to work for the Power Authority, and I used to give out money at the Power Authority. But now we have a foundation that's really supporting the school. I would like to also thank some of our sponsors that every year they just come back and they keep saying, we're going to support, we're going to support. So we got Mary C. Stern and David C. Stern, Bronx Care Health System, Jane and Jack Beersworth, Boosted Finance and Edit, Foxy Management, Home Source Management, the Mulford Corporate Hasty, Mark A. Romney, Sound Associates, and Thompson and Bender. But before you clap for Thompson and Bender, I have to tell you that Liz Bracken, who is one of the founders of that PR firm in Westchester County, she can't be with us because she fell ill yesterday. And if I tell you that she ended up in the emergency room and she's calling me this morning, she said, I wish I know what time they're going to discharge me because I'll be there. And I said, no, Liz. Liz Bracken has been one of the biggest advocates for our school in the entire Westchester County. She loves the school. She keeps bringing resources to our school. So I can't thank Liz enough. And I hope this gets back to her that we love her very much at the school. the ladies that I have lunch with at least once a month. And our special thank you goes to Betsy Stern and Ellie Erstad. And the only one missing here is Betty Himmel, so it's usually the four of us. And we strategize and what's going on in school. And we just, we bring the school to life. They want to know about what's happening with the children, how well they're doing in school. So I can't thank Betsy and Ellie and Betty enough for what you do for our school. Thank you very much. We had with us earlier our mayor. Our mayor has been very supportive of the charter school from its inception. He thought it was a good idea, like most mayors in Yonkers. They all said it's good to give them a little competition. And that's what we do in Yonkers with the charter school. We're giving them a little competition so they could see how the charter school can work. The other one is our senator, our Senate Majority Leader. She's not here with us today, but she was kind enough to say we needed 2 buses because we want to cut down on our budget. And she said, we're going to help you to get these 2 buses so that you have something so you have your own buses where you can transport children back and forth to games or to see a play down in Manhattan. The other one that's always been with us is also Assemblyman Nader. Nader, I can't thank you enough. I have to take advantage of this opportunity because there's some elected officials that will say one thing, but these elected officials, him being one of them, they're so steadfast in their commitment to what they believe in. That's who he is. He's a man that stands by what he believes in. And even though the rest of he was in the Yonkers school board and everybody was voting against the charter school, he said, I'm voting for the charter school. So Nader. And of course, we also have from the school board, Larry Sykes, he's on the Board of Education Yonkers trustee. He's also another one that's been to our school, knows what we do, and is very supportive of what's going on at the school. Our county legislator, Shanae Williams, who's one of our honorees, also stand up legislators. These are people that stand up for what they believe. And that's very, very important. Also, we had with us City Council member Michael Breen, also very, 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 very supportive. I would also like to acknowledge the administration and staff of our school. They are the reason. Our 3 principals, some of our kitchen staff is here, some of our custodial people. They are the reason for our class of 2024 being so successful. With almost 800 college acceptance letters, all our staff, please raise your hands or stand up. Stand up. Stand up. Stand up. But I cannot not mention this woman because she's been doing the foundation work from our school. She works in our business office, and I had told her we'll help you, we'll give you a little stipend, we'll give you a little grant, and she's always said no. And she works in our business office, and she handles all of everybody you saw downstairs organizing, everybody goes, and that's Maria Morell. I hope she's up here. Maria, thank you very much. So with that said, I'll return this podium back to our Master of Ceremonies, Mike DeSimone.
Thank you, Ms. Cruz. And it says begin our honorees this evening. To start, I'm so honored to introduce the first honoree here this evening with us. 3 years ago, I met Dr. Durney while CSEE was beginning a rigorous 4-step interview process in bringing the Steer for Student Athletes program to the Charter School of Educational Excellence. I immediately realized that Dr. Durney was someone who can not only help our school community, but can help me become a better leader a better administrator, and most importantly, a better parent to my kids. Dr. Durney is a data-driven leader who has literally worked at every level of education, from teacher to athletic director to human resources, health services, technology, and most recently as assistant superintendent prior to his retirement at the Portchester Public Schools. Dr. Durney is currently the founder and CEO of Steer for Student Athletes, which you are about to hear so much about. He is a friend and mentor of mine that I value very much. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me in welcoming Dr. Joseph Durney.
Thanks, Mike. I was told I had to take a picture before I spoke, so I'm good at following directions. All those years in school. 7 degrees, you get good at following directions. So thank you all for coming, and I mean that most sincerely. A lot of people start by talking about thank you for coming, but really you could be anywhere else, but you chose to be here tonight. So I think you should give yourselves a round of applause. When I found out that I'd be honored at this event, I was actually preparing to give a speech before a national conference at the University of Michigan on promoting positive mental health and wellness for high school and college students. And I have to tell you, I'm more excited about being here than I was about being there. Again, my name is Joe Durney. I am the CEO of Steer for Student Athletes. I was, as Mike said, a teacher and a coach and everything in between, from the classroom to the boardroom. And what I learned along the way is that we have the opportunity to change young people's lives, and we can do that one person at a time. Steer's mission is really to change the world one student at a time. We see sport as a vehicle to empower young people to achieve their potential by providing individualized services to those students that is very specifically tailored to their needs. I'm really honored to be recognized alongside such renowned and dedicated change makers like Betsy and Shanae Williams tonight. It's inspiring to see so many people who are dedicated to this community. And while I spent almost 40 years in public education and higher education as a professor and as a teacher and as a coach and as an administrator and a school district leader, and now for the last 12 years leading a nonprofit that I founded, I also have very deep roots here in Yonkers. I lived right up on North Broadway before I went on to work full-time in public schools. My father went to Gorton High School in the 1960s. My grandmother was a cafeteria worker in the Yonkers City Schools. And my grandfather worked in a place called the Otis Elevator Factory, which would be right over there if you knew the area. And it's inspiring to see so many of you that are continuing to be dedicated to this community. It's really a delight to be here. I believe that the greatest gift that anyone can be given is the opportunity to be of service to others. I want to thank the Board of Education, all of the founders, the staff, the leadership, and especially Mike DeSimone and the advisors, the mentors who we compensate to do the work that they do for their service. Give yourselves a round of applause. I also want to thank all of our Steer front office staff who are here in their room for their service. We have our Chief Operations Officer, Patrick Durney, is here with us tonight. DJ Peoples, who is our Student Support Administrator, is with us. Astrid Vargas is here, and she is our College and Alumni Engagement Coordinator. Montserrat Cardenas could not be here. What's really interesting about this program is we begin mentoring students when they're in 7th or 8th grade. We provide them individualized support, academic, athletic, whatever they need for the full time that they get to high school. We have a 100% four-year on-time graduation rate amongst the students that we serve, and 100% college acceptance rate, and a college persistence rate that is twice the national average. So we're very proud of that. I'm also super happy that we have Kayla Rodriguez with us tonight, who's one of our STEER student athletes in the back. It was great last summer. Kayla got to go to Cornell University. We have a program where we'll send students to Ivy League schools in the summer so that they get an experience of what it's like to be on an Ivy League campus and say, you belong here. Right? Our mission at STEER for student athletes is to level the playing field for students. I've spent almost 40 years working in marginalized and disadvantaged communities, but I never saw the students or the communities in that light. I always saw them as students of promise. If we could just remove the opportunity gap, we could be successful. One thing I've learned, is that talent is equally distributed across all demographics, but opportunity is not. And it's organizations like this and the people in this room that will make sure that the people like Kayla get the opportunities they deserve. So thank you for your service. In closing, this isn't going to be as long as U-Michigan. I'm reminded of a famous quote by Aristotle, and my staff know I'm constantly quoting philosophers and stuff, so you'll have to bear with me, I'm sorry. But Aristotle advised this: we are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, therefore, is not a single act, but a habit. Thank you for your habit of excellence and serving this school community. The entire STEER community is delighted to be collaborators with you, and we look forward to years to come together. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Durney, and the entire STEER organization that is here. It's truly been transformational here at the charter school. Over the past 3 years, we currently have 18 students that are fully enrolled in our STEER program, and we'll be increasing those numbers as time goes on. At this time, I would like to introduce our high school principal to introduce our second honoree, Mr. Dwayne Palmer.
Thank you, Mike. Good evening, folks. My name is, in fact, Dwayne Palmer. I am happy to be the principal of the Charter School of Educational Excellence High School. Thank you. Our next honoree is Westchester County Legislator Shanae Williams. All right, give it up for Shanae. She represents District 16 on the Board of Legislators, in addition to serving 6 years on the Yonkers City Council. Shanae symbolizes the professional accomplishment that we wish for our students, many of whom grew up in the same neighborhood she did. She's a legislator who has been true to her word, and she has nephews and nieces who attend the charter school. We applaud her steadfast public support of the school and for the school, and our parents appreciate her efforts. It is my pleasure to present this honor to County Legislator Shanae Williams.
What do I'll say? There we go. Thank you, Dr. Palmer. Hello, beautiful people. Oh, that was good. I thought I was going to have to preach for a second and be like, turn to your neighbor and say, neighbor, you look good today. But I don't, because you responded quite well. Thank you for that. Thank you so much, Dr. Palmer, Mr. Desimone, to the Foundation for Educational Excellence. Thank you to all of the directors, the officers, the board members for deciding to add me, Shanae Williams, to be honored tonight. It is truly a privilege. I feel, I don't even know how to express how I feel right now, because typically I do not like to be honored, because I feel that the public has chosen me to, they've elected me to do a job, and that is what I am doing. So to give me an award for simply doing the work that I want to do is kind of weird to me, right? But, this one's special because I truly, truly love Charter School of Educational Excellence. I believe in it, and I love all of the administrators, the teachers, the whole team, the students. I am so very proud of the work that they've been doing over the years, and so I'm very grateful to be here tonight. Thank you. To my co-honorees, Miss Betsy Stern and Dr. Joseph Durney, congratulations. I am honored to stand here and share this beautiful moment with both of you. Thank you to my friend, Eddie Laguerre, Sobeida Cruz. I am probably going to get in trouble for not naming more people, so I'm going to just stop right there. Thank you so much for having the foresight to bring CSEE to the Yonkers community is just magnificent, so thank you for that. As you know, the charter school is the only charter school in the city of Yonkers, and years ago when I began my tenure on the Yonkers City Council, I was very much aware of the charter school, not only because both my niece and nephew were students there, but because people would tell me or give me their unsolicited advice and say, be careful, you don't want to show too much support, because it is a charter school. And if you know politics or if you know anything about, government, you will know that there are a lot of people who are very much anti-charter schools in the state of New York. I am not one of those people. I believe that it is important for parents to have options for their children. I'm not a mother, but if I was, trust me, I will always put my child first. And education is the single most important thing for young minds, right? For our young people. So we have to invest in them all the time. And I feel that that is what this charter school in Yonkers does. And I'm so proud of the work that they've been doing over the years. So, when it came to writing those support letters, when it came to standing and, saying publicly that I am for the expansion of the charter school, I had no issue doing that, because I was someone who actually visited the charter school when they invited me. I went and spoke to the students on career day. I went to their events. I went to their openings, because I see the value in the charter school, and I see the work that they do with the young people, with my neighbors whose children attend the charter school, and it made an impact. And that is the most important thing. As an immigrant who grew up, I'm from Jamaica, whoop, whoop. Shout out to my mom. Not me like boosting my own ego. Shout out to mom. Charm, if you want to just stand or just wait, say hello. You did a good job raising me. My aunt, my cousins, my friends, the councilwoman of the current 1st District, Deanna Robinson, who is my former employee and friend. I love you forever. Thank you for being here. My very good friend and an educator, Dr. Nader Sage, thank you for being here. I know the mayor was here earlier, and so many people are here that I could name, throughout the city. I'm so happy to see all of you here. I really am blessed. And I'm honored, and I don't want to cry, so I'm going to stop right there and just say thank you so much for this very, very kind, distinct honor. I will always support the charter school because I believe in the work that you do, and you never disappoint. So keep going. We do this for the future for the kids who are the future of our communities, right? So thank you so much for investing in them. This is very much a fundraiser gala, and this is not my job. They did not tell me to do this, but make sure you guys bid and take out your pocketbooks, your very fat wallets, and invest, because it's important. It's going to a good cause, and I'm so grateful. So thank you. It's good to see all of you, and God bless you all.
Let's hear it once again for Ms. Williams. Thank you so much for supporting. Before we continue, I know that Shanae did mention, but we do want to welcome the councilwoman from the 1st District, which is part of the Charter School of Educational Excellence, Ms. Deanna Robinson. Thank you so much for being here. Her son is enrolled in the charter school. He's a 2-sport athlete, and he makes the school that much better of a place. So we really appreciate your support and everything that you do for our school. Thank you so much. The Charter School of Educational Excellence had an amazing year, as we all know. For those of you who hadn't had the opportunity to visit our school yet, we have a brief video that is prepared with some of the 2023-2024 highlights. So if everybody will direct their attention to one of the 3 screens in the room.
At the Charter School of Educational Excellence, there is a really exceptional love for our students here.
This school means family.
They don't want to let you down. They won't just give up on you, and everyone wants to see you succeed.
You are working to the very best of your ability.
It's pushed me to be better, be a better version of myself, be a better student.
My name is Sobeida Cruz. My husband Eddie and I founded the Charter School of Educational Excellence in 2005. Our 3 children went through the Yonkers public school system, and although our children had already moved through the public schools, we had this vision of opening up a school where parents had choice.
And the parents were really eager for change. When we started, we were in elementary school, and every year after that we continued to expand because of the high level of academic achievement that our kids had, and because of the overwhelming support from parents.
I came down and I saw this place and I fell in love. The halls were cheery, the kids, it looked like self-discipline, there was education going on, and this place just felt the way it's supposed to feel.
From 3rd grade to 7th grade, I've changed a lot. I became more disciplined. I became more positive in the classroom.
They had no private money coming in, and so we started a foundation.
This school is recognized as a reward school for the past 6 consecutive years because our children have achieved the highest in state assessment exams.
These kids are picked a lottery out of a hat. They are doing magic here and making it work.
Our first graduating class was last year.
We have a 96.5% graduation rate for our class of 2023. We're on track to have about the same for our class of 2024. 100% of our students have applied to college. We have, at this point, over 1,200 college acceptances, and our students are now deciding where they're going to go and make their commitments.
I'm hoping to be a biomedical engineer when I leave the school. I'm hoping to go straight to college to become a primary educator, maybe come back to CSEE one day.
We offer several CTE programs here.
One of our most successful programs is our auto technology lab program. The kids there are learning the latest in auto technology with a partnership with Snap-on.
And our students are actually working at Ford while they're in high school. We also have a culinary program with a state-of-the-art culinary kitchen. We just built a beautiful wellness center. We have all of these wonderful opportunities.
Mr. DeSimone runs the athletic program. He is taking those kids and turning them into real athletes and teaching them what it means to be on a team and the excitement of winning.
I think the most important lesson that I've learned personally is just perseverance.
You have to be a good player on the field and a good student in the classroom. So discipline was maybe my biggest lesson learned from the school.
The students that we're producing here come out and they are ready for the workforce. They are also learning how to be good citizens, to be a well-rounded individual.
It gives me joy to be involved with this kind of success and to know that we need an educated population in this country. And if I can, in a tiny little way, be part of that, that's exciting, that's fantastic.
People who support the school, I tell them that I'm very grateful because the bonds that I've created with teachers, the students, and having sports teams is amazing.
I give my biggest thank you to them because they've helped make so many things possible. They've given us a theater and helped us get our first musical production started up. It means a lot to me.
I know that those children go back home and they have an impact on their families. So we're not just teaching the children here, we're impacting a whole community, and they come back. They come back to Yonkers.
Aren't these kids unbelievable? Let's have one more round of applause for the students here at the Charter School of Educational Excellence. Now, we have a very special treat for everybody. We actually have a student here that's going to speak in a second, but I am going to go off script for a moment to introduce this student. And as much as I love being an athletic director and an educator, my number one goal is to be the best dad and the best parent that I can be. I have 3 kids of my own. I have a 5-year-old, a 4-year-old, and a 19-month-old. And, my number one goal is to instill values in them that are going to make them successful, to teach them empathy, to teach them character development, to teach them drive and motivation and all of those things. And I tell the students' parents all the time who are back here that just exemplify all of those things of, how I hope that my 3 kids can end up like Kayla Rodriguez, who's going to speak in a second, and so many of the other students here at the Charter School of Educational Excellence. And again, that's what our number one goal is. Yes, we're educators, but we want to see them grow and be proud of them and how they make impacts in our society and in the world. So I'm super proud at this point to introduce to you a junior at the Charter School of Educational Excellence. She's an unbelievable student, a person, a 2-sport student athlete, and just a very special human being. And her parents have done an unbelievable job at raising her. So please, let's have a round of applause for Kayla Rodriguez.
Everyone. So, ladies and gentlemen, faculty, and my fellow students, my name is Kayla Rodriguez, and I'm a junior currently attending the Charter School of Educational Excellence. It is with gratitude and a sense of accomplishment that I stand before you today to share a glimpse of my journey at the Charter School of Educational Excellence, a community that has been my second home since kindergarten. Since I walked through its doors, I have felt the warmth and inclusion, the welcoming atmosphere, the ease of forming meaningful connections with the teachers, and the genuine care from the staff made the school feel like a family. This sense of belonging is something I cherish dearly, and it has shaped my entire educational experience. Some of the most valuable lessons I've learned transcend academics. Through sports, particularly my love for softball, I've come to understand the power of resilience and perseverance. The journey from not making the team in early years to becoming a part of it in 8th grade taught me the importance of hard work and dedication. My coach, Mr. Michael DeSimone, has been instrumental in my growth, both as an athlete and as a person, instilling in me the values of determination and character development. Teachers like Mr. Tyler Cruz are also amazing. His unwavering support as my volleyball coach has been a constant source of inspiration. His vibrant personality and genuine interest in his students' well-being define our school. I am filled with excitement about the future. With the support of programs like SEA, I have found my passion in biomedical engineering. The opportunities provided by this nonprofit organization, like a trip to Cornell University mentioned earlier, have ignited my aspirations. My participation in clubs like the Helping Hand Club and the Biocoding Club have nurtured a spirit of community service and of technological innovation. The Charter School of Educational Excellence is not just a place of learning, but a catalyst for personal growth. This school has molded me into a driven, resilient, and compassionate individual, ready to embrace the challenges and opportunities that lie ahead. I am grateful for my teachers, the companionship of my peers, and the enriching experience that have shaped my journey here. As I look forward to graduation and beyond, I carry with me the values and lessons instilled in me by this remarkable institution. I thank you all for supporting my school.
Let's have one more round of applause for Kayla Rodriguez. I mean, she literally is the epitome of what we're trying to do in education, what we're trying to do as parents, and there's so many students that are going through this process as well. Congratulations to her parents. Congratulations, Kayla. We're so proud of you, and thank you so much for being part of our school. Thank you, Kayla. Before we recognize our final honoree, it is time for our auction. The Charter School of Educational Excellence is building on a powerful track record. With your generous support this evening, we can sustain this momentum so students can be successful for more years to come. Our goal is to raise funds so that students have the resources that they need in an evolving, changing society that we are currently in. So, Brett, are you here? I hope so. Where are you? There he is. Come on up. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I want everyone to meet the wonderful Brett Walco, who will be leading our auction and getting the party started this evening to support the Charter School of Educational Excellence. Let's have a round of applause for Brett.
I'm sorry. I think it's Michael that got the party started tonight. Can you give it for Michael, everybody? Make some noise. Who am I? I am your ringmaster for the rest of the evening. We're going to have fun. I was a teacher. My mom was a teacher. When they asked me to be here tonight, I said, absolutely. When I found out everything that is done here, I realized I wanted to be a part of it tonight so that we can raise a lot of money for everything done here. Yes? 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 Yes. All right, and here's the thing. It's kind of like a game show. I'm going to give you prizes. You're going to pay for the prizes. It's a weird game show. But it's going to be fun. But we're going to practice first. On the back of your programs are your bidding numbers. I want everybody to hold them up. Let me see it. Come on. Come on. Raise them up. Raise them up. Raise them up. $10,000, 186. 10, don't you put that down. It's for the children. 129. He's actually scared. He went. Just jokes. I have 5 fabulous prizes tonight. You obviously know what to do. You raise your number if you'd like to bid. And here's the thing. We all want to give tonight. And like I said, you really can't just go home with a prize. How great is that? So I want to see those bids come in on our first item up for bid on the Price is Right. This is a dreamy getaway to Turks and Caicos. Everybody go, ooh, yes. Don't get weird about it. Whisk yourself away for 7 luxurious nights at the premier travel destination, Ocean Club Resorts in Turks and Caicos. You can see one of the photos there. They've shown me videos. It is unbelievably breathtaking. You literally will never want to come home. Let me tell you a little bit about it. The stunning condo sleeps 4, includes a king bedroom, living room with a pull-out couch that sleeps 2 full baths, and like I said, this is a dream getaway to treat yourself to, and at the same time, you know where all the money's going. And there goes our monitor. Did the other one go out? No, just that one. You guys are like, what's he talking about? We're going to start the bidding off at a measly $2,500. Who's got $2,500 for this amazing vacation right now? Who's got $2,500 in the room? Do I have $2,500 in the room for Turks and Caicos? Number 116, give it up for our first bid of the night, everybody! Thank you, sir. Do we have $2,600 in the room? 2,600. I got 25 right now. Do we have 2,600 in the room? 2,600. He's going to steal it for 25. 2,500 going once. 2,600, 159. Yeah, he just took it from you. You going to take that, sir? I wouldn't. 27. Room got real quiet quick. I got 26 right now. Do I have 27 in the room? 27? 2,600 right here. 2,600 going once. 2,600 going twice. $2,600 sold! Congratulations! Your number one more time, sir. Number 159. Give another round of applause, everybody. Our next item up for bid is a dining experience right here at X20. Please give it up for everybody here that has brought this wonderful evening together for you. I'm going to tell you a little bit about this dining experience that you can enjoy. Yonkers native and renowned chef Peter X. Kelly invites your party of 6 people to dine at his 5-star restaurant, the Yonkers Waterfront, right here, X20 Xaviars on the Hudson. Your guests will be treated to a 6-course tasting menu, each course paired with a different wine from Mr. Kelly's extraordinary wine cellar, all while admiring the extraordinary backdrop of the Hudson River and the Palisades. Also, they wanted to give you options. You can also use this at Restaurant X or the Bully Boy Bar in Congers. So, this amazing dining experience is going to start off at a measly $500. Who's got $500 right now for this amazing experience? Whoa! I got 500 right there. Do I have 6? I got 6. Do I got 7? I got 6 in the back. Do I got 700 in the room? 600 is going to take it right now. 700 right there, 158. Do I have 800 in the room? 800. 800 over there. Do I have 900? 900. 800 over there. Do I have 900? 900 right there. Do I have an even 1,000? Even 1,000. Go ahead, make some noise for him, everybody. This is how we do it. I got an even 1,000 right there. Do I have 1,100? 1,100. I got 1,000 in the back. 1,100. He's very smooth about it too. It's like, player. Do I have 1,200 in the room? 1,200 in the room right now. I got 1,100. Do I have 1,200 in the room? 1,200 right there. Do I have 13? Do I have 13? 13 right there. Do I have 14? 14? I got 13 right here. I got 1,300 going once. 1,400 over here, 150. Make some noise. I got a triple bidding war going on. So I have 1,500 in the room. 15. I got 14 over here. Do I got 15? There he is. There's my player. I got 1,500 right there. 1,500. Do I got 16? Do I got 16 in the room? I got 15 right now. Do I got 16? She's looking at her husband doing the husband-wife negotiation. He said yes to $1,600! I always love seeing the husband-wife negotiation. Can we do it? Yeah, we can do it. Do I got 17? I got 16 right now. Do I got 17 in the room? I got 16 right now. 1,600 going once. 1,600 going twice. 1,700 in the back. Whoa. Don't look at him. Look at me. Look at me. Do I got 18? I got 17 right now. Do I got 18? 1,700 going once. 1,800! Yeah. Papa Bear wanted to hold it up that time. I like you, sir. Do we have 1,900? I got 18 right there. Do I got 1,900 in the room? 1,900. I got 18 right now. Do I got 19? 1,800 going once. 1,800 going twice. $1,800 sold! Congratulations! Yes! You. We hold up your number one more time. 151. Make some noise. $1,800, everybody! Thank you. Our next item up for bid is for our wine lovers in the room. This is a wine lovers getaway to Portugal. Oh no, they're doing Miami next? Want to do Miami? Oh, there you go. Thank you. The wine lovers getaway to Portugal, everybody. Enjoy this true wine lover's getaway, a 3-day, 2-night stay at the mesmerizing 4-star hotel in Portugal. They will also include a day trip from Porto to the famed Douro Valley, where you will take a scenic ride as you enjoy the day, sampling wine at all the port wineries. Then a lunch in the village of Pineo. Then an amazing boat river cruise. While you're drunk on wine. It's just a win-win. It's a day of wine and beauty. That's what it is. But 3 days and 2 nights. You will need to sleep when you get back, but it's 3 days and 2 nights, people. It's a good time. There are no expiration dates on this. You can go whenever you want, and we're starting the bidding off at $2,000. Who's got $2,000 right now? Do I have $2,000 in the room for this wine lover's getaway to Portugal? $2,000, 132. Do I have $2,100? $2,100 in the room. I got $2,000 right now. Do I have $2,100? $2,100 right there, 168. Do I have 22? 22. I got 21 right now. Do I have 22? 22. 22? 2,100 going once. 2,100 going twice. 20. Oh, I got to give it to him. $2,100 sold. Congratulations. Where were you? Legally, I have to. Can you hold up your number one more time? 168. Give it up for 168, everybody. No more wine for you, sir. This next item is for our Yankees fans in the room. Where are our Yankees fans? I do that sometimes. I get a I love the Yankees, as we all do. This is the absolute ultimate way to enjoy the Yankees. You will get 2 tickets to their luxury suite. Saturday, August 10th versus the world champion Texas Rangers. Also, they're giving you options. There's other dates to choose from in 2024 and 2025. So not just that game, there are other games to choose from. You will hang out with at least 5 former Yankees favorites in the suite for a day of posing for photos, signing autographs, including 4-time World Series champion player, manager Joe Girard. Yes. The suite has all the amenities you could possibly ask for, from big screen TVs, private restrooms, food, cocktails, anything you could possibly need to enjoy the game. We're going to start the bidding off at $1,200. Who's got $1,200 right now? Where are my Yankee fans in the room? Do I have $1,200? I got $1,200 right there. Do I have 13? 13 in the room. I got 12 right now. Do I got 13? 1,200 right now. 1,200 is going to steal it. 1,200 going once. 1,200 going twice. $1,200 sold. She got it. 268. This is the Williams party table, right? It is. Oh, I saw the cheering section. She went up here and every phone went up like, get it. We love you. Get it. Love a cheering section like that. Our final item up for bid is a trip to Miami, everybody. Okay. I know the wine is settled. This is a 5-star getaway to Fontainebleau, Miami, nestled along the ocean fronts in the heart of Millionaires Row, a magnet for celebrities and entertainers. Fontainebleau, Miami Beach is rated as one of the top hotels in Miami. You will get a 3-day, 2-night stay for 2 guests at the 5-star hotel. Hotel room and taxes are all included. Everything is covered. You will get also a 2-hour private boat tour of Miami Beach on a 22-foot bayliner where you will enjoy champagne, sailing, and seeing the beautiful views of Miami Beach. We're going to start the bidding off at $2,000. Who's got $2,000 right now for this 5-star getaway to Miami? Do I have $2,000 in the room? Do I have $2,000 in the room? $2,000 in the back, 116. Make some noise for him, everybody. You know where the money's going. I got $2,000 right there. Do I have $2,100 in the room? $2,100 in the room. I got $2,100 right there, 158. Do I have 22? 22 in the room. Do I have 22? 22 in the room. I got $2,100 right here. $2,100 going once. $2,100 going next part is the cause appeal. We've been celebrating tonight all our amazing educators, our students, and all that is everybody in this room. But tonight, we need your donations to do so much more. And we're going to start at $5,000, and we're going to go down to $100. If you got $5,000, that's great. We actually usually start off at $25. We wanted to throw in $5 in case we got a $5 in the room tonight. If you got $5, that's great. If you got $25, that's great. If you got $100, that's great too. It all adds up to education. So, we're going to start it off right now. If you got 5,000 in the room, let me see it. Do we have any 5,000s in the room? 5,000 going once? 5,000 going twice? I told you we started a little extra high tonight. We're moving on to 2,500. Do we have any 2,500s in the room? 2,500. Give it up for 201. Everybody make some noise. Do we have any other 2,500s in the room? 2,500. 2,500 going once. 2,500 going twice. All right. We're moving on to the $1,000 level, which I want to read for you a little bit about the $1,000 level. Here's an example of where your donations are going tonight. With your donation at the $1,000 level, CSEE will have the opportunity to expose students to the arts with visits to the amazing cultural institutions, museums, Carnegie Hall, Broadway, and more. CSEE recently premiered their first high school musical, Godspell. With the support, we can immerse our students in the arts. So, do we have any $1,000 in the room? Raise it nice and high. Do we have $1,000 in the room? Number 237. Make some noise for them, everybody. Keep it up. 237. 156. 185. 261. 154. 111. 182. Any other thousands in the room? 1,000 going once? 1,000 going, oh! You wrote it yourself. I'm very proud of you. 305. Is that 305? Is that what that says? 305? All right, if I read somebody else's number, they're giving 1,000. Number 305. Thank you very much. Give it up for 305, everybody. Any other thousands in the room? 1,000 going once? 1,000 going twice? All right, we're moving on to our $500 level. I'm also going to tell you where $500 goes. Imagine trying to figure out the right college. Your donation at the $500 level will allow CSEE to expose students to in-person college visits. Once students see a campus, it's a game changer. So, tonight we got 500. Let me see it. Raise it nice and high. Let me see it. We have any 500s? Number 105. Any other 500s in the room? Number 110. Any other fives? 500 going once? 500 going twice? All right, we're moving on to our $250 level. If you got $250, let me see it nice and high. Any 250s in the room? Number 132, 214. Woo! Any other 250s in the room? Number 102. Any other 250s? 209. Thank you, sir. I love the individual claps. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. One, I can't see your number, you're holding it. 136. 136. Any other 250s in the room? 250s in the room? 245. 250 going once. 250 going twice. All right, we're moving on to our final level, our $100 level. And if you haven't raised your paddle tonight, if you haven't won anything tonight, this is your chance to give right now. Do we have any $100 donations in the room? Raise it nice and high. Make some noise for them, everybody. 152. You wrote yours as well. Does that say 282? 286. Thank you. 256. 139. Any other hundreds in the room? 310. 259. I know you didn't write it. I know somebody else wrote it. Any other hundreds in the room? 100 going once? 100 going twice? Give it up for all our donations tonight, everybody! Now, before I pass it up back to Michael, I do need to mention if you want to settle up at a certain point tonight as you're hanging out, there's a QR code on your card right next to your paddle number. You can do that there. You can also pledge online or mail a check or bring a bag of nickels. Whatever, it doesn't matter as long as you're donating. It's been a pleasure to be here tonight. Thank you, everybody. Back to Michael.
Let's have another round of applause for Brad. Thank you so much. Our final honoree this evening is a very special member to our foundation. We have two presenters this evening that are going to come up and introduce her, and those are our board members, Miss Ellie Erstad and Miss Sobeida Cruz. Come on up.
So we are here tonight to celebrate Betsy Maystern, the president of the Foundation in Support of Educational Excellence, a long-time philanthropist who supports educational causes. So she's always saying, teach me, teach me. So I'm going to teach you a little bit about who Betsy Stern is. She's like Shanae Williams, does not like to be anybody talking about her. But I feel that I need to talk about her. She served in so many different roles, supporting education. She told me that her dad was the head of education in the Tennessee, where she's from. No, she's from Nashville, right? Nashville, Tennessee. And she's just very much a pioneer, somebody that wants to make sure that all children have an equal opportunity in education. She also served on a board that she's very, very proud of all the time. She talks about it, and she brought a lot of members to that board, which is the foundation of the Westchester Community College, and we have our president from Westchester Community College. She's here, Miss Belinda Miles, yes. She also served on the Westchester Medical Center and also in the Parks Foundation. So, Ellie, I think this is your part here.
Well, I'm delighted to be here tonight, and it really is because of Betsy. I served on the board of the Westchester Community College, the foundation, and Betsy was chair of that board. And when I guess we moved on, we came to this charter school, and I am delighted to be here. It's wonderful to hear what this school is doing. The first time I came here was when the school was still meeting in the grocery store, which was where the elementary school was. And since then, of course, this beautiful high school has been built, and so much has been accomplished, and it's been just a joy for me to be part of it. And Betsy, I thank you for taking me by the hand and bringing me here.
So, at this time, I'd like to invite Kayla Rodriguez to come up. Is she here? Betsy, if you would give us your honor of coming up here to receive your award.
Turn around and Thank you, thank you, thank you. A warm welcome for Betsy May Stern. We're here tonight because of her. Well, I'd like to mention every person in the room. There are about 6 of you here I don't know. So before you leave, if you will come and say hello to me, I would appreciate it. Thank you, Ellie. Thank you, Sobeida. I'm sorry Liz is in the hospital, and I hope she's fine. We are really here tonight because Eddie and Sobeida started all this. So how about a round of applause? There are many people in the room, and I really would like to mention everybody by name. There's so many people here I care about. Thank you so much for being here. I've got a sister-in-law, I've got a nephew, I've got a son, I've got a daughter, I've got a son-in-law, and I've got a lot of friends here, people I respect and love very much. So thank you all for giving up an evening. And Dr. Miles, where are you still here? So thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, I'm going to talk for a very short time. First, I want to tell you what the foundation is. Unless somebody, does anybody know what a foundation does? One thing we do is raise money, and that's what we're here for tonight. And so before you leave, you know, get something off this table or something. And why do we raise money? The money goes for wonderful after-school clubs, which are not in the budget. So we need clubs for the kids after school for a variety of reasons. The foundation raises money for books and equipment that is not in the budget. We send kids on trips. We pay part of the salary for the college counselor. These things would not be happening without the foundation. But it's not just raising money. We also raise awareness and access. Because of the foundation, we have contact with Westchester Arts Council. We have contacts at Hudson River Museum, et cetera, et cetera. We have contacts with the wonderful girls' camp in Wisconsin that our girls, I went to Wisconsin. These girls go to Maine because they don't have a chance to go to Wisconsin. There's a little competition there. These girls, 10 or 20 of them every summer go, and all expenses paid. It's wonderful. But we need more of that. And we need more access. Does anybody know a Yankee or a Met or a Nick that could come to the school? No, serious. I mean, that's not funny. Who here has access to an athlete that could come to the school and inspire our kids? It's not going to cost you any money. You can hold up your hand. Oh, we do. We got somebody. Okay. Who are you? Okay, well, see me after. Does anybody know a children's book author that could come at? Great. You do?
Our neighbor, Grace Macarone.
Oh, great. We'll get right. And right, we'll get.
She's a dear friend, and in our book group too. So yes, we will get her.
Good. We'll get Grace to come down and read to the first graders. There's so much. Everybody here in the room has something to offer. So if you have not done something for this fantastic little school, what's wrong with you? I'd also, not just the arts, I'd like our kids at this school to know more about government on a personal level. We ought to get them into Mike Spano's office.
What the wonderful George Latimer up in White Plains. We ought to get them up to a county legislative meeting to find out how government really works. So who here knows somebody? Is anybody here important? I don't know why that was funny. So if you are important, then come and do something for the school. If you're not important, do you know somebody that's important? Get them involved. It's a wonderful place. You walk through the halls and you just feel like education is going on. Okay, enough of that. Have I made my point? Yes. Okay. Lastly, and you know the definition of an optimist is the person who's speaking and says, and finally, and the optimist grabs hold of his coat and, thinks he's going to leave. But finally, does anybody know what a charter school is? If so, would you stand up and explain it to me? Oh. There are people, these other two honorees are actually people who produce and contribute. All I do is talk. The charter school, there are about 250 charter schools in the city of New York. There are a gazillion charter schools in Nashville, Tennessee. There are some states in the country where everybody has freedom of education. I used to teach school, my family, all educators, not all, many. I got a sister-in-law here who's run about 2,400 schools around the world. That's an exaggeration, but not much. When it comes to going to school and families deserve. Do you know that there are approximately 500 families in Yonkers who want their kids to go to our little school and they can't get in because people who are not from Yonkers are attending the school? Now, and how much money are we paying for buses? Over $1,200,000 go every year to pay for buses. Well, I don't have anything against bus drivers. But I do think that the money ought to more directly go to kids. So if you don't understand the complications therein, I'm not going to explain it to you, but if you're interested, ask questions and find out. Anything else? The two people in the room, I've got to talk about David, who is a son of mine, and I don't want to embarrass him, but why do you think he doesn't have a coat on tonight? I mean, I don't understand, and it's sort of embarrassing. And my daughter Sarah, who's sitting here looking beautiful, and why doesn't her husband come and sit up at the table with us? Thank you all for being here. Enough food.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's have another round of applause for